Hey Gemini, I hope you guys are doing well out there. This is going to be your general life tarot reading for June 15th through the 30th. We're going to take a look at all of the energies that are swirling around you right now. So if you want to skip the card pull and go directly to the messages in the reading, go ahead and click the timestamp in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start by pulling a couple of oracle cards to see what overall energy is surrounding you for this reading. So the first card that we have that came out for you is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And we also have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So let's grab another oracle card and see what other energies are surrounding you right now. What's going on with my Gemini collective? And the card that came out for you is no with an exclamation mark. So we'll see how all of those tie in to your reading, but let's start with some tarot and we'll look first at your current energy. What's happening with my Gemini collective? Where are they energetically? And what we have for you is the Hermit. What about my Gemini's person? Whether they're currently in their physical space or not. What's going on with my Gemini's person? We have the Empress. For challenges, obstacles, what's hidden? What doesn't my Gemini know? What's going on? We have the King of Swords in reverse. For advice from Spirit. Okay, we have two cards that came out. We have the Seven of Wands and we also have the Chariot. And for your potential outcome, okay, that was quick. We have the Five of Wands. All right, so let's grab another tarot deck and see if we can clarify these messages a little bit more. For your current energy, we have the Three of Wands. For your person's energy, wow, we have the Empress clarified by the Empress. For challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden, we have the Two of Wands that came out. For advice from Spirit, okay, we have two. We have the Horseman of Swords and we have Temperance in reverse. And for your potential outcome, okay, we have two that flipped. We have the Horseman of Cups and we also have the Tower. All right, so let me grab some oracle cards and then we'll get back into the reading. So for your current energy, we have On Guard. For the energy of your person, we have What a Catch. For challenges, obstacles, and what's currently hidden, we have Bride. For advice from Spirit, we have Meow. And for your potential outcome for my Geminis, and we have Just So Done. Okay. All right. Geminis. Okay, so let's get into this. For your overall energy, we have engagement, keep an open mind, and we have no. And so what it feels like as far as the energy that's surrounding you, this very much feels like you gave something a chance that you ordinarily would not have, that you sort of stepped out on a limb, that I just heard loosened your standards with this person in hopes that things would work out, because it really does feel as though you want a relationship, you're ready for a relationship, and it might have gotten the best of you where some things that you ordinarily wouldn't have tolerated, you did. And maybe so you could say that you were open, that you tried something new, Maybe you just really wanted to be in a relationship, but it feels very much like you relaxed what you know you want and deserve. And so the energy that's surrounding this is like, you know that this is not what you want. You know that this is not what you need. This is not going to move forward. So that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm not feeling terribly sad, but I am feeling very like tired. Like just like I'm over it. I'm over the reading before it started. Nothing personal. It's all energy, I promise. Still love y'all, Gemini. Um so looking at your current energy, we have the Hermit, we have the Three of Wands, and we have Unguard. Competing for someone, at an impasse, guarded, needs space, takes time, skilled interaction. So I feel like Aquarius just got this card, but don't quote me on that. But in your reading, it feels as though you're doing a little bit of soul searching, right? Because you've been waiting. You've been waiting on someone, something, some situation to move. You've been trying to shed a little bit of light, like going inward, following your intuition, using your discernment, sort of looking for those signs for something to guide you, right? Instead of being so passive and sort of waiting to see how things will shake out, I think you've been doing quite a bit of soul searching. And that soul searching feels like it's come out of this situation with another person where things are just stuck. And no matter what the reasons or the things that led up to this being stuck, it feels like you have your guard up. I don't know that you're consciously competing for someone, but I think that you feel right now that there's something happening, that this person is not yours, that they are maybe entertaining other people, that whatever the situation, maybe it's work that's pulling them away, some life responsibilities, but no matter how you slice it, their focus is not on you. That's how it's feeling from your side. From their side, we have the Empress, clarified by the Empress, and we also have what a catch. An ideal partner or mate, abundance, self-esteem, value. The answer is yes, marriage material. So this person here thinks very highly of themselves. Like there is no issue with their self-esteem. None whatsoever. And so their feelings is that they are abundant. They are a nurturer. They have the ability to grow things. I just heard a rose that came out of concrete. And so I don't know if this should be taken literally, but this might be someone who likes spreading their seed, you know, growing new things and people. But whatever it is, whatever the case is, this person is very focused on themselves, their own abundance, their own bounty, their own prosperity, creating new things for themselves, while you might be waiting for them to create something with you. That doesn't seem to be where their focus is right now. So what we have for the obstacles, challenges, and what's hidden, we have the King of Swords in reverse, we have the Two of Wands in reverse, and we also have Bride, wife, partner, interested in, love of a lifetime, wedding or event, a commitment or advancement. So these are the challenges that you're facing, right? The obstacles, what's hidden from you. With the King of Swords and the Two of Wands in reverse, it doesn't seem as though you all have actually talked about this. how you're feeling, how they're feeling, what's going on. And so it seems as though you're at a bit of a stalemate. But it does seem as though that stalemate is coming to an end. One way or another, this is coming to an end because I think that you are looking for a true partnership. And you may have opened yourself up to this person, even though they might not have been up to your standards. You opened yourself up with the hopes that they would rise to the occasion, and so far they haven't. And I think that while you're disappointed, while you're thinking things through, you're over here in your hermit mode and doing a lot of introspection and asking yourself questions, there's a lot that's been unsaid. And it's sort of holding you in limbo right now. So, looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Chariot, we have the Horseman of Swords, we have Temperance in reverse, and we also have Meow. Having fun, trying to fit in, being playful, modeling after others, being whimsical and free spirited. I feel like there was another sign that got this card too, but anywho, what Spirit is saying right now is that it's time for you to move forward. It's really time for you to move forward. And I think that as you start doing this, there's a little bit of a caution in here, and that this person might try to pull you back in, right? With this sort of defensive energy, with this horseman of swords who's, sort of in and out, very flighty. Be on the lookout for that and make sure that you protect yourself from this in and out energy. But now is the time for you to sort of take some action here. Now is the time for you to move forward. And this introspection that you've been in will help you give you the direction where you need to go. So I will say one other thing. Spirit is saying that you need to have fun because it feels like this energy is a little bit stressful. Like I said, it's exacerbating. It's the feeling of someone who opened themselves up and expanded their horizons maybe a little bit too much. Again, you let your standards lapse a little bit. And now it's a very tense and guarded feeling. And so Spirit is saying that you need to move on and recapture the fun in your lifetime, like in within your own life, because holding on to this stressful energy is only going to attract more stress to you. So you have to figure out a way to break that tie that you may have with this person and move forward. And now is a good time for you to do that. So, looking at your potential outcome, we have the Five of Wands, we have the Horseman of Cups, we have the Tower, and we also have Just So Done. Mentally tapped, emotionally spent, physically drained, spiritually depleted, and ready to make a change. So, what it feels like is that there is going to be a moment where you're just like, you know what, I am so done with this shit. Like, I am so done. And what we see is a person that, after you start moving forward and doing you and having fun outside of them, like, I'm not worried about them anymore. I'm moving on with my life. There's something better out there. There's someone that's more on par with the standards that I've had set for myself. This person is going to fight to come back in, right? But I think that what's ultimately going to happen is that they are going to do something or say something that sort of tips the scales where you're looking in favor of yourself, like you become team you. And you're like, you know what? I can't with you anymore. I'm good. I feel like there's going to be a moment that's going to happen. And again, I don't think that it's going to be catastrophic or anything like that. I think it's just going to be an aha moment for you where you see this person for who and what they actually are. and you sort of weigh them against what it is that you want after doing this introspection. Like, is this person really what I want? And you're going to be like, you know what? No, no, mama's tired. Time to move on because this is not serving me. So I think that ultimately that's what's going to happen with this person. But if nothing else, you can say that you tried. You stepped outside of your comfort zone. It didn't particularly work for this person because, again, I think you relaxed your standards just a little bit too much. But you live and you learn. That's a part of the self-work, right? So let's go ahead and pull one last oracle card for you and see if Spirit has any final messages. And that one went launching across the table. And so what we have for you is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So I feel like this last card is a reminder from Spirit that says you are so full of light and there is no reason for you to dim yourself, your standards, or anything for anyone else. You know you best and you know exactly what you want and what you need. And as you clear this energy out of stagnancy and waiting for someone who's only focused on themselves, you'll find your vibration rising. You'll find yourself in a place of growing happiness and excitement and contentment within your own life. And this person is going to show you who they are because of that. But that's not a bad thing because, law of physics and all of that, two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. So as long as this person's in your energy, you're not leaving space for someone who truly is meant to be there. So, Gemini, do the work, clear it out, you'll be fine. Okay? So I hope that that was helpful. I hope that it resonated with you somehow. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.